Hello, I'm David and you're watching Cruise Show UK. In this video it's all about the food, so come dine with me on the Sun Princess. Good morning. So for breakfast today we've come to the International Cafe on deck 9. We're sat outside at the moment and I've got a coffee from Coffee and Currants, which is 2 decks down. There's never ever a queue there, so my top tip is if you want a coffee, go to Coffee and Currants because the International Cafe is very busy for coffee. So we've got a selection of items, so I'm going to start with this avocado, egg and tomato on rye bread. Looks really nice and I like avocado, so let's give it a go. The avocado on toast actually isn't toasted, it's just a rye bread, but it's still very nice. Feels very healthy and I'm enjoying it. Okay, next up I've got an apple and pear parfait. Looks really good. I like apple and pear, so I have high hopes. Let's give it a go. I'm not getting much apple, I'm getting raspberry. But it's, yeah, no apple. I'm getting pear and raspberry. Okay, I've got a big selection of pastries and lovely looking treats to try next. I'm not going to eat them all, but we're here with friends, so they will get eaten. They won't be any waste unless they're not very nice. This one is a cinnamon roll. This one is the almond croissant, which looks really good. This one is a vanilla cream donut topped with fresh cream and a cherry, which looks amazing. I can't wait for that one. I'm going to have lots of that one. And this one is the white chocolate donut. And then this one is an apple pastry. It's like an apple turnover. Let's dig in. Cinnamon roll was good. I enjoyed it. Especially the cream cheese topping was delicious, and the cinnamon on top as well. Really nice. The dough, a little bit stale. I'm going to give this almond croissant a try next, and they really haven't scrimped on the almonds. It's loaded. Almond croissant, not very good. Not very enjoyable. There was not a very nice taste to it, but it was fresh. The best one of the week so far. Vanilla cream donut, which looks the best of the bunch. We loved it, we devoured it. Make sure you order this. And next one is the apple. Lovely and soft. The apple pastry was just okay, not really my thing. The apple was very sour and the pastry and the chocolate didn't help it either. Couldn't taste the chocolate, so it was just okay. The donut was good, but not much taste, but the texture was really good. It wasn't greasy at all, but just lacking in flavour. Overall, I really enjoyed my breakfast here. If you've got a sweet tooth, then maybe you might like to do what I did and get a selection of sweet treats. I would like to see them offer less, but improve the quality. Breakfast today at the International Cafe gets a Cruise Show UK score of 3 out of 5.
So here we are in the Horizons restaurant for dinner, and it is a huge restaurant. It's over 3 levels. If you are used to a Princess restaurant, this is very different. It's huge, and I think they are still finding their feet. Sometimes the service isn't as fast as you might expect, but the food's been very good in here, and I'm really hungry. I'm looking forward to a good dinner. I'm going to have the cupcake, please. And then can I have a small portion of the fettuccine alfredo? And then the beef Wellington, please. This is the cupcake, which looks really nice. The coating looks nice and crispy. Let's give it a go. Let me tell you about the crab cake. It was absolutely delicious. It wasn't fishy at all, very delicate. What I really liked about the crab cake was the crispy coating. It worked really well with the soft crab meat. It really gave it an extra dimension, a different texture. The sauce was really good as well. It was very fruity and a little bit spicy. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a Crucial UK score of 5 out of 5. On my second course, I did order a small portion of the fettuccine alfredo, but they brought me a small portion of the spaghetti carbonara. I'm sure it's going to be fine, but it's not really what I asked for. But anyway, let's tuck in. Just finished my second starter, and it was great. I liked the texture, the temperature was good, and the bacon really lifted it. It was lovely and creamy as well. I'm going to give it a Crucial UK score of 4 out of 5. It's arrived and I have the beef Wellington with a truffle Madeira demi glaze. Looks really, really good. Let's tuck in. Just finished my main and I enjoyed the beef Wellington. It was delicious. The pastry was very buttery. I really liked the mushroom coating round. It was herby, very earthy, very nice. And the beef was very tender, cooked perfectly for me. The gravy was very rich, I enjoyed that as well. And the asparagus was very fresh. The only thing I didn't like was the celeriac mousse, which was, I just didn't like it. It was not for me. I'm going to give it a Crucial UK score, a 4 out of 5. Just deciding which dessert to have, and there's it's a tough choice. There's quite a lot of options. I would normally go for the creme brulee, but I think tonight I'm going to go for the coconut cake with raspberry sauce. It is a sugar-free option, but I think I'll give it a try, something different for me. Let me give you my thoughts on the coconut cake, and when it arrived I thought it looks very dry. This is not going to be good, but I'm very, very pleasantly surprised. It's got great taste, it's super soft. I love the coconut flavour throughout, and the raspberry sauce really lifts it. It's delicious. I would definitely order this again. I'm very surprised. Crucial UK score, 5 out of 5. We've come to Amals Irish Pub for lunch. It's the last sea day, so on a sea day they do a lunch in here, and it's classed as one of the casual dining venues on board the ship. So the menu items are a la carte, or there is a set menu for $15, or if you have the Premier package then you can come here as much as you like. I will just say it does get very busy in here. It's very popular, so if you want a lunch, make sure you get here very early. This is our second time here. The first time wasn't so good. We only had starters and we waited over an hour and a half, and our mains hadn't arrived, so we just left. So let's hope it's a better experience this time round. On my starter I've ordered the Scotch egg, which is served with a salad garnish and some pickles. Just finished the Scotch egg and it was excellent. I really enjoyed it. My main has arrived and the fish and chips. The fish looks great. The batter looks lovely and crunchy. It's served with some mushy peas and some fries. Let's dig in. I've just finished my main course, the fish and chips, and overall very disappointing. A frozen, tasteless chip, and the fish, just no flavour to it. The mushy peas were good though. They were the best part about it, but overall disappointed. We waited a very long time for the food to arrive, and it wasn't worth the wait. Very disappointing, and I'm going to give it a Crucial UK score of 1 out of 5. To summarise, the atmosphere in O'Malley's during the day is not good. I would definitely give it a miss, but in the evening it's really buzzing, and you'll be lucky to get in here. Morning, we've come to the Horizons restaurant for breakfast this morning. The ship's in the port of Messina. It looks really, really nice, but I'm quite hungry this morning, so I've just ordered a full English breakfast with some nice orange juice and a fresh coffee. This is my English breakfast, which is spoilt by the presentation, as you can see here. I'm sure it'll taste nice. Okay, let me tell you about my breakfast. I enjoyed it. It was very nice. The hash brown was exceptional. I really enjoyed it. It was so crispy, and the bacon was really good as well. The English bacon. So I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a Crucial UK score. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Lost points for the presentation. There were parts of the egg that weren't quite cooked, and it was missing fried bread, missing mushrooms as well. So that's why I lost the points. And also, it's absolutely freezing in here, so it didn't stay very warm for very long. I had to eat it quite quickly. This is my second course. I went for the Belgian waffles with maple syrup and strawberry compote. Let me give you the scores for the waffles. Very, very nice indeed. I really enjoyed it. They were great taste, very fresh. They weren't just from the grill off the side, they were cooked fresh. Great shape. Maple syrup was delicious as always, but I will say, when he brought the maple syrup, instead of bringing it in a jug or something and drizzling it over nicely, he brought like the big kitchen container that it comes in and just squirted it all over, which was a bit odd. That hasn't happened before. But I'm going to give it a Crucial UK score. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Overall, I enjoyed the breakfast. It's definitely worth coming here for a sit-down breakfast. It's much better than going to an eatery, in my opinion. I really like this sort of thing. But I will say I have noticed there are cutbacks on the breakfast menu in here. Before you were able to order eggs Benedict, that was always on there. Things like grilled asparagus, anything you wanted really, but in here it was all like set items, American breakfast, English breakfast, that sort of thing. But it was really good, I enjoyed it, and it's always nice coming to the sit-down restaurant. So we've come to Sabatini's, the Italian restaurant on board, for dinner tonight, and it's 5 courses if we can manage it. The first course is polenta fries, which look delicious, and very nice bread selection. And we've got olive oil and balsamic vinegar. It all looks really good so far. First course down, the polenta fries were beautiful. I really like the crispy coating on the outside, great temperature, the marinara sauce, very tasty, and the bread with the olive oil and the balsamic, absolutely insane. Still warm, oh, so good. My scores, the polenta fries, I'm going to give a Crucial UK score, a 4 out of 5, but the bread is getting a 5 out of 5. So this is my second course, the salad, the Sabatini salad, which is roasted beets, there's gorgonzola, a balsamic reduction, and candied walnuts. It looks very nice and fresh. I'm sure it's going to be really nice. I've just finished my Sabatini salad, and I enjoyed it. It was very fresh, very healthy. I'm going to give it a Crucial UK score. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. The reason I gave it a 3 out of 5, it was just okay. This is a specialty restaurant and I expected more, I guess. If I was making this salad at home, I would have done shades of parmesan on the top rather than the gorgonzola. Although, maybe if I'd have mixed the gorgonzola all up, it would have been a bit better. But I would have liked the parmesan shaves on the top. This is my third course and I've gone for the mozzarella and tomato with basil and balsamic vinegar. It looks delicious. It's one of my favourites. I'll let you know what it's like. Strong taste of the basil. There was a basil paste, I believe, and I can really taste that. Let me give you the scores for my third course, the mozzarella caprese. It was delicious. So good. Very fresh, lovely flavours. Basil there, tomato, the balsamic. Oh, it's one of my favourites, and it didn't disappoint. I'm going to give it a Crucial UK score, a 5 out of 5. My fourth course, and I went for the lobster tortellini. As I said, I went for the lobster tortellini. It smells delicious. Lovely bits of lobster there, I can see. Can't wait to try it.
My fourth course, the lobster tortellini, was delicious. I enjoyed it very much. The pasta was probably my favourite part of it. You can really tell it's made fresh each day. That really comes across. I found the dish a little bit too fishy. Yeah, it was just a little bit too. I really enjoyed it, but it was just a little bit too fishy for me. Maybe the sauce, but the lobster was delicate, and the pasta was delicious, but a little bit too fishy. So I'm going to give it a Crucial UK score, a 4 out of 5. This is my fifth course. I went for the steak with grilled asparagus. There's a pickled onion, and then there's potatoes underneath. I've made it to the end of course 5, the steak, and I enjoyed it. It didn't wow me though, but maybe that's because that's my fifth course. The potato was delicious and the gravy was great. The asparagus was beautiful. The steak was good, but it just didn't wow me. So I'm going to give it a Crucial UK score. I will give it a 4 out of 5. Okay, this is course number 6, the dessert. I've gone for the tiramisu, which is one of my favourites. This one looks good. I'll let you know what it's like. Okay, the tiramisu was good, but wasn't very special, and I'm going to give it a Crucial UK score, a 3 out of 5. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this little look at some of the dining on board the Sun Princess. Please give this video a like and remember to subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you up on deck.